Hi guys, this is Vanessa. Today we are going to be doing a movie critique. Now, how this is going to work is I've got one movie that's a double setter here, so I'm going to be going over one of them in one part and another one of them, meaning the second one, in the other part. Now, bear with me as I only have a handheld camera basically. So if there's some issues, that's alright. Okay, so today I thought we could go over Scooby Doo and the Legend of the Vampire. Now, here's the deal. With this one, we start off with Fred and the gang going off on a vacation. A vacation sounds good, right? Then we cut to them on some kind of bridge, and of course Shaggy and Scooby are afraid of heights. Which obviously, yes, that's understandable, because I myself am afraid of heights. Now, as I'm sitting through this, though, I'm thinking, where's the villain? Where's the bad guy? Because every Scooby-Doo movie has to have a bad guy. Then, all of a sudden, we cut to being inside the Mystery Machine. Not inside the Mystery Machine basically yet. But they're still at the beach. They're at Bondi Beach. And Velma goes, how about we go to Vampire Rock? Because they heard about the Vampire Rock musical. And I'm thinking, oh, brother. Velma wants to go to Vampire Rock. What the hell? So, and Shaggy and Scooby usually, can we chicken out? I don't want to go to a place where vampires rock. It's just a music competition. Well, all of a sudden when they get there, they practically run into some crazy creatures like, the dingoes, and of course Scooby and Shaggy always run into the monster first when they split up. Usual formulaic motif, whatever. So, they get there, and they run into some old familiar faces known as, you guessed it, the Hex Girls. After which, they find out that the Hex Girls are opening the Vampire Rock Music Festival, and they hear that there are some strange missing disappearances, sort of. And can you believe this? Fred says, we got a mystery on our hands. And of course, Scooby and Shaggy again, can we chicken out? Then they go through everything, and then they run into this guy named Daniel when they're chatting with the Hex Girls. Daniel introduces us to his partner, Russell, and then enters Malcolm Illawarra later, Daniel's grandfather. And he's more of a superstitious type. He doesn't believe that the festival should take place at all after what happened to Jasper Ridgway's last managed band, Wild Wind. Wild Wind apparently got turned into vampires. Well, the disappearances are definitely being shown here. The monster kidnaps Matt Marvelous in the beginning of the movie before they even meet the Mystery Inc. team. So, then they realize that the vampire legend is true, according to Malcolm Illawarra. So, he's just like, Daniel, the festival should not take place at all. They go through the mystery, and they read up on the vampires. Turns out that the vampires can't be captured on film. They can't cross running water. They hate garlic. Yeah. All the other motifs that you guys have heard about. So then we realize, after getting chased by these goofy, wild wind looking vampire things, that they're not real. If they were real, guess what? They would have been captured on film. Yeah. They would have been captured on the picture that Velma took. And they weren't real because, remember when I said that the vampires can't cross running water? Guess what? They follow the gang on a rickety bridge. Across running water. Seriously. And another thing. Why on earth would... Seriously. Why on earth would they think that at one point when it turns into a musical rock that throwing jewelry at the vampires was gonna work? Dang you, Scooby and Shaggy. Like I said, they ran into the monster first. And then we cut to the fact that they caught the whatever it was, the Yowie Yahoo kidnapped Matt Marvelous. Jasper managed that band as well after Wildwind. Well, we cut to this band known as the Two Skinny Dudes. Two Skinny Dudes get picked up by Jasper Ridgway right away. And we thought that he might be the third vampire because of all the makeup. But he said he couldn't wear all the makeup because he had sensitive skin. Well, we later come to find out towards the end of the movie, after they're trapped and Scooby's tag defeats the Yowie Yahoo, that they were actually Wildwind. The real Wildwind. With Dark Skull posing as Russell, Daniel's partner, Stormy Weathers and Lightning Strikes became the Two Skinny Dudes. So, with all the other bands in the contest eliminated, Two Skinny Dudes would be declared the winner, but instead of seeing Two Skinny Dudes perform, Wildwind would come on stage, even though they lost the competition the year previous. And basically, it was the whole, I would have gotten away with it too, had it not been for you meddling kids, blah, blah, blah. And basically, pretty much, the movie ends except for the fact that when the gang posed as a band, Daniel named them the Meddling Kids, and Velma had to perform in front of so many people. That's right, she was nervous about that. After that, the movie cuts to the credits, and there's my critique on Scooby Doo and the Legend of the Vampire.